right, well, my new favorite artist at the Vans Warped Tour 2009 is Alana Grace. Oh, hey, Alana, you're sitting next to me.
Hey, thanks.
What's going on?
Not too much, just kind of getting through the last few days. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm really sad. It's ending. This tour's ending.
Then what are you going to do after that? Cry a lot?
Yeah, cry. Sleep, actually. The
Sleep
first thing
and
I'll do
cry?
is probably take a shower. A nice warm one.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to bed.
And then you'll sleep.
In my own bed.
And then then I'll call you and make sure you wake up, okay?
Sounds like a plan.
Sleep deprived for 200 days. Crazy. So, how was the whole Warped Tour experience for you?
You know, it's been great. We've had some ups and downs, but it's been awesome. Like before I went on tour, one of my friends was like, basically, you'll like wake up some days and be like, this is the best thing of my life, and others will be like, what am I doing here? Because you know, this is like the worst thing ever.
Right.
And it's been like that.
Yeah.
It's so true. But overall, it's been one of the like best experiences. So.
That's great. Cool. Well, we are going to have a great day with Alana Grace. But you know what? Let's get things started in the right way. Your video, I like it. Good song.
Thank you.
Black Rose is Red. Let's go ahead and watch it here on the Vinnie Langdon Show. We got more with Alana Grace after this. Well, we are back with Alana Grace. Gosh, that song touches me, definitely.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, totally. A lot of people can relate, and a lot of people, have they been saying that to you at the Warped Tour?
Yeah, you know, that's generally if people know my music, that's the song that they know, because it was in the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants,
right?
#1 movie. I don't know, everyone asked #1 or 2, but yeah, it's so funny. That song was like never supposed to see the light of day, and we, you know, we just sent it into the movie being like, haha, that they won't take it, you know. But they did, and it's been one of the like greatest songs of my career so far. So
yeah, that's pretty cool. Now you played on the Kevin Says stage, the whole entire stage. You didn't have to change, so that was a good thing.
Yeah, actually, I mean, unless they wanted me to play main stage, I'm kind of glad we stayed on the Kevin Says.
Yeah.
We had one of the biggest stages this year, so everyone's kind of jealous.
Yeah, a lot of moving around,
a lot of moving
shaking.
around. I didn't have to worry about hitting people when I went like this. You know, you probably can't see my arm in my edge shot.
Yeah. So what's the plans for you after the Warped Tour?
I'm opening it for Heart on September 8th in Nashville at the Ryman, and then I'm actually opening for Good Charlotte at, I think it's the LA County Fair. I don't know, it's a fair near Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, Orange County, way down there.
Yeah. But that's all we have right now. Basically, I'm looking for another tour. One, it might get, I might not, I don't know, we're kind of waiting. So hopefully, if you keep posted, I'll have another tour starting in like mid-October.
There you go. So the Vans Warped Tour, couple days of the tour, your merch guy showed up a little late, and then, let's see, your bus broke down?
My bus broke down, yes.
So you were panicked in the middle of the country and were like, what am I going to do? How was that?
Basically, well, I woke up at the time when I normally wake up in the morning, and generally we're at the venue. And we were in the middle of nowhere, waiting for a bus that was going to be there in about 5 hours. Which was great, and we were 3 hours away from the venue, so we got to the venue at like 3:30 that day. I had my show at 5.
And you're like,
and everyone was like, I couldn't find your tent all day, and I was like, I wonder why. That's so weird.
You're like,
been
weird.
Here for all day.
I swear I was here. Really, I was.
Yeah, that was great. No, it was a nice change, but. And then the best moment was they woke us up one morning with my tour manager. It was like 6:30 in the morning or something, and he's running down the hallway of the bunk screaming, "There's a fire! Get up! Get off the bus! There's a fire! Get off the bus!" Blah blah. Because the bus next to us had caught on fire, and they were worried it was gonna like explode.
And who was it?
Into our bus.
Who was it?
It was the Aiden bus.
Oh no, not good.
So that was a bizarre way to wake up. You're like running out of the bus. We're like, oh god.
And then you go, oh, it's the bus next door. Don't worry about it.
I know. I like stayed in bed. I was like, oh, it's fine. He's like, it could blow up into our bus. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll get up when that happens.
So you learned a lot of life lessons on the Vans Warped Tour?
Yeah, you know, probably the biggest lessons I've learned is like when stuff goes wrong on stage, you just kind of keep going. Like I've had the drum kit break 3 times now in the middle of our set, various parts of it, and you turn around and like the drums are like all over the place. There's 3 people trying to put them back together, and you're just kind of like, well, what do I do now?
Yeah, okay.
So basically, I now know that my guitar player can play any song acoustically. So we just whip out our acoustics, and we're like, all right,
There you go.
You guys get a special treat today. No more drums.
So for people out at the Warped Tour that did get to see you perform live, I mean, who else is in the band that you have?
I have my guitar player is named John Ketchum, and I have a bass player named Brian Brophy, and my drummer is named Fernando Torreblanca.
Yeah, and where did you meet these guys? Did you have an audition, posted it, and told them to come? And
Yeah, I had an audition. I'd known Brian, the bass player, because I've worked with his dad as a producer for a long time, so I knew the bass player. But John and Fernando, I just had auditions, and we had about 150 musicians come out all together, and I just kind of chose them from there. So I got really lucky.
Really lucky. There you go. Well, you have this amazing CD out here. Everyone should go pick it up, right? Tell us a little bit about this CD.
Well, it came out in April. It's called With One Word, and basically, it's my second album. You know, it kind of it's a mix between pop and rock and alternative. It really is. It's kind of something for everybody on the album. But I don't know. The title track kind of explains it all. Basically, someone asked me what my truth was, and this album is kind of like my way of answering that.
That's pretty cool. So, has anyone inspired you for a next album?
Yeah, actually, I already have a concept for it. I wrote a song. Well, somebody was like, "You always seem kind of depressed," whereas like in person, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
But my music, I like kind of get everything out in it,
Right.
and so I decided I'm gonna write an up-tempo album. Not like totally dance or anything, but you know.
Like Breathe Carolina or Cash
So
Cash?
For me, yeah. And so it's called "This Is Me Happy." That's what it's going to be called. And kind of a joke because the song is really funny. It's like, this is me happy when I'm just like sitting. You know the scene in Garden State where the guy's just like sitting and he like takes ecstasy and then everyone's moving around him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote it based on like a video like that. So it'll kind of go along with the video. But
Now we know where she gets her inspirations from.
there you go. But yeah, I don't know, my very first boyfriend from when I was like 14 used to be an artist. He drew, and he drew me this like cartoon character back then after listening to my music, and I kept it, and so I asked him if I could use it. So basically it's based off this cartoon character of me, but like it doesn't really look like me.
Yeah.
You wouldn't really be able to tell if you didn't know. But
You're like, oh, it's cute, but who is that?
it's really cute. It's really cute. So it's based off this kind of cartoon character, and it's called This Is Me Happy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you said 14, so you started playing music a little bit younger than that, right?
Yeah, I started writing when I was 13, but I had been actually like demoing and kind of singing other people's music since I was probably 11 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like me. It was like, okay, Vinny, you're not going to read books to read. You're going to read the karaoke machine, okay? Okay, why not?
Yeah. You know, it was one of those, I knew I wanted to be a singer, and it took me until I was 13 to realize that nobody was going to give me the type of songs that I wanted, so I had to give them to myself.
Right.
So I kept looking for years, and then I was like, whatever, I'll just write them.
That sounds good. So when you get to the Vans Warped Tour and you're getting ready to play, what do you do between the moments that you get out of your bus to step on the stage? Hopefully find your way to the stage, because sometimes it's confusing.
It is confusing. Well, like all this morning, part of why I'm so ridiculously sweaty is because I'm out selling at my merch tent. You know, trying to get people to the show, giving away stickers and posters and pics and all that stuff, just to get the word out.
Well, Alana, before we leave, I got something for you.
Uh-oh, all right.
Ready? You're going to close your eyes for this one.
Okay.
All right, you can hold the mic and wait. Okay, ready?
Ready.
We're gonna do something to Alana. You gotta watch this. Now, before you open your eyes, Alana,
This sounds intense.
what's your like hit song called?
Black Roses Red?
Yeah, well, you know, lately I've been working on a movie, and all the roses that are in my life are all black. But when I listen to your music, you know what color they turn?
Red.
Open your eyes.
Aww, thank you.
You're welcome.
That is so sweet. Yummy.
Yummy.
They smell so good. I have really weird reactions to things.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love flowers.
There you go. Great. Well, what a great way to close out the Vinnie Langdon show. We had an amazing time on the Warped Tour. You did too, right?
I did too.
Cool. And even with flowers, it even got a little step better. So, there we go. Vinnie Langdon with the Vinnie Langdon Show on the Warped Tour 2009. I don't know. Are we going to do this again next year?
Hey, I want to.
You want to? Okay. All right. We'll probably come back in 2010.